The storm has passed. The sky clears, the sun comes out, and you step outside to assess the situation. Standing in the driveway, you scan the roofline. You don't see any missing shingles. There are no gaping holes or fallen branches. Everything looks perfectly intact. But that view from the ground is deceptive. A roof can easily pass a quick visual check while failing at its critical structural details. Many homeowners assume that if they don't see a water stain on the ceiling, the roof is fine. However, a brown spot on the drywall actually represents a late indicator of failure. This diagram of a standard roof system explains exactly why that happens. Before a drop of water ever reaches your living room, it must silently bypass multiple stacked barriers: the exterior shingles, the waterproof underlayment, the wood decking, and finally the attic insulation. Because water must work its way through all of those layers, a damaged roof can appear completely dry from the inside for weeks. The absence of an interior stain never proves the absence of storm damage. To actually find that damage, roofing professionals look past the driveway view. We evaluate the roof as a complete building envelope to hunt for micro damage. Here in South Carolina, coastal wind stress is a documented reality. During Hurricane Hugo, downtown Charleston recorded wind gusts of 108 miles per hour, generating enough force to rip structures apart down to their bones. When severe winds hit a house, the pressure concentrates around the eaves and ridges, causing wind uplift. Look at the thin adhesive seal connecting these shingles. A sudden gust bends the top shingle backward, stretching the adhesive until that bond snaps. It drops completely flat again, leaving no visible evidence from the ground. The roof looks entirely intact to the naked eye. Without those factory seals, the interlocking system has lost its designed wind resistance. The next severe thunderstorm will likely tear those loose shingles right off. Wind isn't the only threat that leaves a hidden signature. Homeowners often assume that hail damage requires a visible puncture hole to cause a problem. This diagram breaks down the physics of a hail strike. Even if it doesn't create a hole, a solid impact crushes the UV protecting granules on the surface. Underneath the asphalt layer, the force fractures the internal reinforcing mat, creating a weak structural soft spot. The materials covering the open sections of the roof aren't the only vulnerabilities. The metal joints protecting your walls, chimneys, and valleys, known as flashing, are equally at risk. During a severe storm, intense wind pressure can bend or shift those metal transitions. If flashing pulls away from the brick by just a few millimeters, wind-driven rain finds that gap and pushes water right into the opening. At the same time, high winds strip broken vegetation, pine needles, and roofing granules from the surface and blow them straight into the gutters, compacting them into severe drainage restrictions. When the gutters can't effectively move that water away, tropical downpours force it to back up at the eaves. The water spills behind the gutter lines and aggressively saturates the vulnerable edges of the roof. That trapped moisture path acts like a slow incubator. Over time, it softens the underlying wood decking, creating widespread rot that remains completely hidden beneath the shingles. Severe weather forces a timeline of delayed failure on a home. The initial storm creates the invisible weakness. It's the next hard rain that actually exposes it. A professional roof inspection functions as a systematic diagnostic check of a complex defense system, looking far beyond a surface-level search for missing shingles. Early documentation gives you a massive advantage. Securing a date-stamped digital report creates a concrete baseline of minor storm defects, establishing exactly what was damaged before months of harsh weather make the problem worse. Even if it's been several weeks or months since the last major storm, an inspection is still highly valuable. Broken adhesive seals, flashing gaps, and softening wood decking remain clearly identifiable to a trained eye long after the weather clears. You should never climb onto a wet or unstable roof yourself to check for these defects, but as soon as conditions are safe on the ground, it's time to act. For Mount Pleasant homeowners, the real priority is confirming that the building envelope still performs exactly as designed under extreme pressure, regardless of how the roof appears from the driveway. Stop waiting for a brown stain on the ceiling to reveal that your roof has failed. Schedule a comprehensive building envelope evaluation with Master Roof Mount Pleasant today to uncover hidden damage, preserve your insurance baseline, and secure your home against the next storm.